What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video of the Renovation series. This is a series where, if you're new, I explore abandoned places all over the world. We found this place abandoned, we bought it, fixed it up, and now we're gonna live in it. If you are new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Click the red button. Also, slap a like on this video before it even starts. These are all free ways to help support the channel tremendously. Anyway, though, guys, I believe we're on part 17, so we've been moving on this series. We still have a lot to do, so there's still plenty of content to film. As you guys know, last week we started the driveway. We end up doing more of the driveway, more piping, more excavating, stuff like that. I've been making these episodes a bit longer, so this is going to be just like the last one. But before this video even starts, go ahead, follow me on all my social media, link down below. Also visit kylemcgran.com and help support me by buying t-shirts or merch that helps support this channel, and all money goes into renovations on this house. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to day one, starting off part 17 of the renovation series. Right behind me, we're going to start off with the driveway. We actually graded the land down, took out some trees, but mostly graded it down so we can make the driveway straight. It's a really wide driveway. I think like it's going to be a road, like essentially, like a car can pass another car. So it's really wide, and yeah, let's just jump into it. We have the dump truck is here. We actually already messed up one of the machines. That's getting fixed right now. They're coming back with the part. You guys can see more stone, more flattened out. The driveway now has a circle around it where you can see the loop, how it will probably be shaped, at least probably about the back in. You guys can see we have all this extra stone, how much wider that driveway is. I mean, look from the fountain to there. I mean, you could probably fit 3 cars. You can see how we're gonna bring this part of the driveway all the way up until the office. It was raining, and look at the land. With that sewer being covered, without the land even being graded, you can see how dry it is already. Like, look at this. Like, that's like dry dirt. It's already dried out, all the land. This is all fresh stone that's going to keep getting rolled upon. I could imagine actually a bit wider, but either way, it pulls all the way up to the office. We have endless parking space. This has got to be one of the bigger driveways they've ever done. Like, it comes over here, and it's going to be even wider. It comes all the way over up until there. Has the huge loop that's 2 cars wide on both sides and goes like 200 yards down, 2 car widths wide. So we have a massive driveway. Thankfully, it's getting done. If you just wore normal shoes over here before, they would be ruined in like literally 10 minutes. Super happy to see that that land is now also dried out, and I'm kind of curious to see if I can see anything down this way about the pipe. It's crazy to think that this whole driveway was ripped up like 2 days ago, and now it's completely covered. Coming down the driveway now, you can see we had to actually grade out. We had to grade out all the land to make it wider because this driveway was like an S shape, like that. So now we're just making it straight by filling this in. So we originally had to put down the ballast, like the bigger stone, and then we put all the small stone on top. So you can actually see it down here. We graded out, we ripped out some trees. He's actually laying some down right now. There it goes. So you lay that all down there and then put this on top. There was some actual, you can see probably over there was some trees here that we had to get rid of, and we got rid of some on the right side as well, and we ended up breaking that machine on the last stump we were removing. So anyway, they're coming here with the part right now to get that back up and running. But you can see all this land's graded out. There will still be a little turn at the bottom of the driveway down there. It'll just be like this, it'll come in like that, and then it'll be straight from here. So when you're backing out or anything, it won't be too hard. And you guys can see this driveway is probably 2 cars wide, and it will come over to here as well. So we're getting a lot done today, and this driveway is probably going to be completely done in, I don't even know, probably like a week. This is the quitter right here. This is one that gave out on us. We were so close to just getting this thing ripped out, and it gave out on us. You guys can see that some of these big trees are right along the driveway, right where it curves. We have to get rid of that just to be able to get this driveway to be straight. It's a big driveway though, isn't it? This thing was like a brand new machine too. It was just a little hose that has to get replaced. But yeah, you can imagine what this is gonna look like. It's gonna come down like this, and lead right out to like the stone pile right there. So it'll kind of cut that grass away. So basically just laying out all this ballast, and then it gets covered with that modified. Goes in pretty quick. Like, this isn't that slow of a process. Like, you just go down, throw it in, then we get the smaller rock from the top of the driveway and lay it on. Here comes all the modified stone, the little stone that gets poured on top. And then you go ahead and flatten it all out as well. Also guys, we will be building, like digging a trench along the side of the driveway. Or actually, I think it might be on that side.
To that post, that one it's sticking up.
Yeah, there's one up there that's sticking up.
Then there's one that's ran across that's just sitting on the right-hand side.
Right.
And then that will go down. If we do it that way, I don't know. I might just do the lights on one side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But one side would technically be good enough because they're like taller lights that hang out.
I mean, the conduits ran across already, but I was going to stagger it, one here, one there, one here, one there, but I think I might just keep it on one side.
Guys, let me know in the comments down below, do we stagger it? Do we go both on both sides? Or do we just stay to one side, lights on one side of the driveway? We can do either or, the power's on both sides. So let us know in the comments down below, what do you think? What do you think will look better? Here's one power line right here sticking out of the ground. If you can see that little stick sticking out. It goes across and it's ran all the way down. So we have it on both sides if we need it. Let me know in the comments down below, like one here, one there, one there, both even on each side, or just straight down one side. We're open to anything. I think they all look good, so I have no issues agreeing with whatever. Just load after load keeps on coming. You can see we're only going to like right there, so this is actually almost done, believe it or not. We literally just have until right here he has to cover. Unless he continues going down, which I doubt it, because there will be a little curve right here in the beginning of the driveway, and then it will just even out, go straight all the way up. Time to see if it works. Is that thing gonna pop off and spray me?
Good.
Good, I'm moving back. Guessing it's good. It was just a hydraulic fluid line that was all messed up. We just replaced that and it's good to go. We're back in business. Now we can continue taking that out, and Gallagher's going to go ahead and line up the driveway. You'll be able to see exactly what it looks like because some of these edges will be cut off a little bit. Go away, tree. So what Gallagher is doing here is bringing out like long streaks of the modified stone. It's just recovering the driveway because we never ever got down here. We only made it to about right where he is. You can see this is still all dirt, so we got to bring that all down. Obviously they did the driveway and expanded it, but we still have to physically cover the driveway with the stone. I'm thinking we're gonna have to get more as well. I've asked you guys this question so many times, so I'm not even gonna ask you to do it again, although I do love when you send me new options of lights. I used to ask you guys like light ideas. Feel free to send me them, and you can feel free to send me more options because we still haven't picked any. But what kind of lights do you guys like? Do we go with like a wooden, like a piece of like a log, or do we go something like, it has to be rustic, you know? It does have to be like a rustic style light. So let me know in the comments down below. It doesn't have to be an exact product, but just generally, like, what style of light do you think? Guys, this stuff comes down really fast. Obviously, it's just you're going to pick it up and you just spread it out. But this stopped right here as when I started filming like 5 minutes ago. It stopped right there, and just in the last like 10 minutes, he's freshly laid down all this stone. See, he has to hit this again. He's already all the way down there, and there's still a ton of stone left. I was way off. We have like 3 piles actually. A lot of progress getting done. I'm sure you guys are loving it. The driveway has been needed to get done since the day we moved in. Usually it's something you do last, but we physically couldn't even drive up and down it anymore. So at least get a new fresh stone so we can do that and not destroy everything we're wearing 24/7. You guys can see why we have to double up or like triple up on the stone. Watch him drive over it and sink. The ground is so mushy right there that it still sinks in. That's why we're really reinforcing all this stone right now. And that's why I'm putting a lot of attention and footage towards this, because a lot of people think we're just laying stone and like, oh, it just works, but it doesn't. We have to like really coat this. I'm in the middle of like a dust storm from that. Oh my God. And it looks like now we're switching over to the roller. Might as well pat it down. Here goes nothing. Not too sure what Ryan's really doing here. I know he's just trying to take out some of the sticker bushes and some of the tiny twig like weed trees, but he's doing something, so we're just gonna let him do it. Look how weak these trees are, guys. These things like aren't even in the ground. Alright guys, so I just got a bunch of drone shots. Hopefully you enjoy them. But also, I'm just coming back out after taking a bit of a filming break, and I want to show you what they got done. You can see our buddy was actually marking up the driveway when I was flying the drone backwards. Right where the orange line is, you can see that's how that will be the actual width of the driveway, because that'll like be like ran off. So it's the orange until the orange. You can see it's big enough for like 2 cars. That's what's actually going to be paved. Look how much more straight this driveway is already. I don't know if you remember, you can go back in old videos and look, it went like this. So it was like a serpentine kind of like that, and now it's just, so this is just straight pretty much all the way until the bottom. And yeah, we got the lines. I think Ryan is actually out back with the other machine. I don't know what he's actually doing with it. That's almost like a bit concerning. I think he's just having fun in it at this point. I think he was just clearing out like land, like sticker bushes and stuff. Even though that's not the way you probably should do it, I think he's just having more fun, just messing around with the machine. We rented that for a couple days. And then also this week, leaving off from last video, this will all be graded, and we'll also have to grade that dirt into the grass or the property somewhere as well. Maybe we could also just dump it in the back. I'm not exactly sure if this is the shape of the circle, because there's no way they're going to leave it this shape. It has to be like a nice circle, but they did mark up something here, something along the lines. Did spray paint something here, so I'm not sure what that's exactly for. I could ask Ryan and check up on you guys. So I'm not sure if you guys can really see, but through the tree back there, Ryan's in the machine. It's kind of just sitting there for right now. I really don't know what he's doing at all. I think he's just having fun. Anyway, we're gonna leave him back there. Continue filming, seeing what else we can get done and what else is being done with the driveway. I'm guessing that's done for today. I don't know, we're gonna have to find out. So it looks like he's dragging this pile over from the woods. He knocked down some more. And I guess we'll just throw it in that pile right there. I just came over here to check out the ending of this driveway, and I think it's gonna I guess maybe we'll just go to there. I think they have to do another layer on it though. I was just saying, like, I haven't been in here in a while, like the office like space. Obviously there's nothing done to it. I haven't been in here in a really long time. I just went ahead and opened up this barn, like the sliding door right here. And I totally forgot that we had these windows in here. Guys, what was this? Like episode 6 we got these? I think me and my brother just totally forgot about like this whole place. We have to install these windows. We did install the door. We have another window right here. And I never even knew this was in here, but this is the remaining stone from the stacked stone on the inside of the cabin. So this is that wall, this is just extra. I haven't been in here in forever. But yeah, we have to go ahead and get these windows replaced, throw in these American windows. What is that? Is that like a beer can or something? That might be like a vintage beer can up there. You see that? I don't know what that is. I never even noticed that before, I don't think. And there's stuff up here. I think when I explored this house before we bought it, it was an abandoned house I explored because I explore abandoned places. That's how this channel started. I don't even know if I captured any of this stuff up here. So this is here from the original owner. Looks like it's all like Christmas decorations and stuff like that. I don't know, I think it's Christmas stuff. But yeah, I never noticed that beer can either. And it would make sense because there's a beer can opener right here. So I guess they used to use this as like a little tool shack. But yeah, we still don't have any plans directly for this. I know it's gonna be me and my brother's like a little office space. You can also throw in like an upstairs if you really wanted to. But this is just awesome. I love having this barn, like this sliding door. I keep calling it a barn door, but having this sliding door. And it goes out to this land over here. It has to be like 8 acres this way just by itself. Still not sure what we're gonna do with it. Maybe have some trails in there or something for like the quads, the ATVs, dirt bikes, stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but we do have some leftover of the cages. If you guys saw this house before, when it was abandoned or when we first bought it, first couple episodes, there was hundreds of animal cages here. The original owner had ostrich, alpaca, goats, bunnies, they just all kinds of birds, everything. All cages here that we got rid of. And even I forgot about them, honestly, and they haven't been on video in a while because we haven't been back here. But I'm excited to eventually see what this is going to turn into as well. Maybe we knock out this wall, or I don't know, maybe not. We could do like a bit of like a loft section upstairs, maybe for like an office up top and an office down low. This place is actually really cool. It has the skylight like windows. Everything is in good shape. So I'm gonna go ahead, close this up and get back to the normal renovations, but I feel like I like almost forgot about this place, honestly. So now we got this thing over here. All this land dried up besides behind the wall. So I think Ryan's gonna build like a little tunnel for all the water to come out and eventually drain into this. This land needs to all be graded. There's honestly almost, I feel like, not even a need for this because once they grade it, it'll drain the water itself. But I guess Ryan just wants to have a little fun, really get that drained out. So that's what we're going ahead and doing now. All right, everyone, I think we're just gonna mess around and try to drain that little section right there. I already filmed a ton of that last episode. Tomorrow it should be getting graded professionally, so that'll be all taken care of. There's no need to even do what we're doing. We're kind of just bored and kind of want to do anything just to stay busy while we got some sunlight. So I think we're gonna go ahead and start doing that. A pretty good amount of footage for day 1 of the whole part 17. Yeah, as you guys know, we film every single day. I've been making these episodes longer, so I think that's gonna wrap up day 1. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. All right, guys, good morning. Starting off at day 2, we're officially back. I'm wondering if you guys can even hear this. Like, look at these. Look how many bees there are. You see them all flying around? On this deck right here, there's got to be over 15, 20. Anyway, whatever, you get it. There's a ton of bees. We got to get that taken care of. I saw people talk about options for it, saying we can get professional, like a beekeeper out here, and they can set up like honey things on the side of the property so they'll go to that and not the house. Because even if we remove these ones, more will come back to the house. It's a wood house. I got to look into that. I got to see what the best options are for it. And like, look at this. There's just like 40 just hovering around me. Let's get into this. We have the dump truck back right behind the camera coming in. We finished up the driveway back here by the detached, and we're also digging another trench with an electrical line for the pond and just removing some brush around it. So a ton of stuff's happening. You guys can see as I just get bumped into by 30 bees. We got the dump truck pulling in, and we also have the lines chalked out and ready to go. We got a ton of random stuff going on. Ryan's back here with that machine ripping out some weed trees, the stuff around the pond. The extension cord's been down there for a while. That was from when we were testing out the pond, like episode 7. I guess Ryan found that cool. We just want to clean this up, get around the pond. Half this stuff is all just like sticker bushes, derooted trees that have just been sitting here for a while, or they're dead. So it's just good to clean it up and get rid of it. We're going to do professional landscaping around this whole pond and totally redo this. Mulch pile, we're throwing in the back of the truck to get rid of it. All this mulch is finally going. It's been here for super long, probably episode 3 or 4 it got here, and it's finally going. I guess this truck's going to have to keep coming back all day just because this looks like it's going to be a lot. This mulch is so old and wet, it's like almost just turned into like a mush, like a dirt. All right, guys, so that is one load right there. I missed out on the first couple, but that's another load right there. And he's off, he has to dump that, come back and finish picking up the rest, which I'm sure will all be ready to go by the time he gets back. So we got the truck back. We're here to pick up some more mulch, throw it in, just get this out of here. It's literally more than due to just get this out of here, get all this going, start grading the land, and have a normal lawn by sometime in the summer. This truck is getting filled up quick. Thankfully, it's right down the street. And by the way, he shut off that machine. I can now tell you that was the last load. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, but I don't wanna bore you guys with just a truck being loaded. So that'll probably be the last shots for that. I think we're gonna go ahead, order lunch, get the guys some lunch who are working, and then continue moving on. Something that I do wanna show you as I walk down the driveway. They already did more on the driveway today. I showed you guys the line yesterday. So the driveway is officially mapped out. You can see it over there, way more straight. It's still got to be hit and ran over so many more times. Something that they did do already this morning, that has since changed from yesterday, is the driveway is now wider in the beginning. So at first it was, wide in the driveway and kind of just let it out. Now it's more shaped into a big driveway. Like you guys can see, it goes from over there, a real wide driveway. So it'll come into about all the way up here, and then there might be like a gate. So then you still have like a big driveway to come in for people who are dropping stuff off or turning around. So yeah, you'll pull in the driveway right here, and about right where that dark spot is, there will be like a gate. And it's not gonna be some big gaudy like gate or anything. It's gonna match the house. It's gonna be like pretty simple. And maybe we'll have like a little like wall section here too of some stone. When I say gate, it kind of sounds like there's gonna be like some crazy gate for a log cabin, which wouldn't really make too much sense. So obviously everything's gonna match. We still haven't even looked into it yet. We got to find something that just fits well with the cabin. All right, guys, so behind me right now is my brother about to dig a trench across the driveway from the house to the detached garage. This way we can run a power line to it. There's that little line right there, and it's going to go over to that, just a little couple-foot trench. So obviously you got to be really gentle. We're gonna just dig out most of it and then probably shovel, uncover the actual pipe with the shovel. Because I think we have to connect it here and then run it. We're gonna have to run it to right about that door section of the detached garage. We only need about 2-3 foot deep trench. It's just going to be a little electrical wire going across from, obviously this is where the trench is being dug right now, and it's going to go to this orange line right here. We're already almost done digging the trench. It just has to go to that orange line. About halfway right now. This stuff always goes way quicker than I expect. And then as soon as this is all dug out in the trench, we ran the wire, will be across in about, I don't even know, probably 20-30 minutes. Gallagher right here with the skid steer will go ahead, push this back in, put the fresh stone down, re-roll it on top, and it'll be a brand new driveway again. We just got the pipes glued up. You can see it's gonna run to the house. Got to finish installing these, but the trench is already dug all the way to the garage, like we said. Got Mark in the hole here, gluing them up, gonna throw them together. And just like that, as Mark's going ahead and putting the pipes together down there, we're already backfilling this in. So the process is relatively quick. Mark just has like an adhesive, like a glue that he's just spreading on it, and they go right together. We got a good system here. Mark's putting together the pipe, Gallagher's filling it back in, and Ryan's patting it down. We're coming down to the very last stretch here. Mark's going to throw in one more full piece, even though we really don't need it, but might as well just have a full piece, throw it up to the side here. And Gallagher's already at the end going over it. I'm just going to have to start packing it with some fresh stone, put the roller over this a bunch of times so there's no crease in the driveway. And that right there is the last piece. That about does it for the electrical wire to the garage. Now it's just, as I said before, time to fill it back in so it's nice and even. Last thing we want is a crease. Looks like Mark's going to dig it out a bit further. Make this all look brand new, back to normal, ready to go. I think I mentioned it in another in the last episode, saying it seems like we like do something then have to rip it up, and I don't know, sometimes we just do things a little bit backwards, but that's fine for here because we actually didn't even do this part of the driveway yet. We were just about to start, and then we realized might as well throw the line in now before we have to rip the whole entire packstone driveway again. So it's looking good. We got a lot done so far today, and it's still only about lunchtime. I don't mean to jump around too much. I'm coming back down to this part of the driveway. We are laying more ballast down here and covering up the very edge. Literally filming everything. Like, you guys haven't missed a detail in the last video or this. Before I'll jump around if I think it's a bit boring. Now I'm making these more raw. No edits really. You guys are seeing everything. We got fresh rock down here. Ballast, I believe it's cold. We have Gallagher up here laying it along the very right side. So he's just gonna fill that section up, and obviously we come all the way down here. You see we actually have the Verizon line again. So we got close to hitting that. Thankfully we didn't, but it's already getting covered back up. Big driveway day. The last thing we want is to start blacktopping this thing and have the driveway crack and dip. We want it to be rock solid, especially with this land. Thankfully, obviously, we're getting like all the draining's done, but you saw how bad this land was in the beginning. We want this driveway to stay perfect. guys can tell, he's making more space for more of this ballast to run up, just trenching it out a bit more. Also, we're going to go ahead and have these trees removed. We probably want to go in about 10 feet off the driveway, so these trees will be removed. Maybe those ones will be removed too, because we kind of want bright green grass up the sides and then still be completely covered and wooded in. Filling in the last bit here. So I've never driven one of those rollers before. People ask me all the time, Kyle, do you help out on the house? I help out where I can. Obviously, that was just for fun. I didn't really do anything. To answer that question though, people know who actually watch the series, I'll help out if I can help out, like to try to learn it. To do flooring, before YouTube I did flooring. So like the flooring's one thing, but when it comes to like, if they're doing electrical in the house or something, like, no, I'm not gonna help on that. I'm gonna have professionals do it. I don't wanna mess anything up, so I just film it. Or if there's multiple people already doing it, I'm not gonna set up the camera and try to force myself in, like my way into working with, you know, random contractors we have come out. But stuff like that, like rolling the driveway. But anyway, we just have Mark down there. He's on the roller, helping out with it. Okay, so we got Gallagher going ahead and putting down some fresh stone here. You can see the trench is gonna be covered with all this stone. And this will look brand new. This part of the driveway has never been done yet, as compared to the rest that you guys have all seen. So I'm very excited to see this, how it'll look, and how it's going to look when it runs up towards the garages as well. And pretty much put down all the brand new stone. That's where the trench was. It's already covered, and that's just like only a little bit. The rest of these piles are going to go here. This is going to be brand new, and then Mark's going to go over with the roller, and this is going to be probably the nicest part of the driveway. Here comes Mark going over with the roller. All fresh stone is now about to start getting rolled on. I'm so curious to see how this is going to look once he's done. As Mark's rolling behind me, I'm gonna go ahead and just see what Ryan's exactly up to. He was grading the lawn a little bit at first, and now it looks like it's just some smaller trees he's taking out, as you can see right there. We do want to open this up a bit. As you guys know, being on 20 acres, we want to keep at least 15 acres completely wooded. But if we could just kind of do like a circle around the house of some more open land to eventually have nice green grass around the pond, that's what we're kind of going for. The plan is to still have complete privacy, which we do, yet room to do things if we want to. That's one way to kind of just take out some sticker bushes. That actually works better than I thought. So this is just an extra clip right here. I just wanted to show you. We fired up the pond and we have the waterfall going. We have to obviously clean this, but eventually this is going to be all clean landscaping around here, and we have to totally redo that water fountain and obviously clean it up and make it look better. But guys, it's just a little update. Check this out. We got the water fountain going. The pond is moving. The pumps are working. I know it's not the prettiest right now, but at least it's running. If I hit a switch over there, I can get the fountain to come out. It's cool to see it running again. And look at the leaves. We have to like drain this thing or really get it cleaned up. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet. All right guys, as you can see behind me, we pretty much rolled this driveway as best as we can today. We still got to throw more stone on top and re-roll it a bunch of times, so this isn't the finished product at all, but you can see how much better it is. Basically what you guys are looking at behind me is where I'm probably gonna wrap up today. We pretty much did the whole driveway, the trenching, the yard, some basically property maintenance just by ripping down some trees. Where I'm gonna leave it right here is, I mean, he's actually pretty much stuck, but he went ahead and ripped out all the tree stumps and roots that were still in there. Probably see you guys in day 3, which is tomorrow. All right, everyone, so I'm actually taking iPhone clips. Welcome back to day 3. I did not think I was going to be filming today, and then my brother was like, maybe I'll go over and clear the left side of the driveway. Like I said, we want to take about 15-20 feet in on each side, and you can see he got a lot done already. Big mess for sure, but I mean, there was trees all right here, and he took out, I don't know, probably like 5 like little dingy dead trees. It really lets you see how wide it is now. Driveway's kind of all torn up a little bit from the stove, from the machine turning on it, but that doesn't really matter. You can see Ryan going over it with that heavy machine, and it's still not really sinking that much. That's a good sign. You can see he's kind of stacking them all up there. Not too much, I don't think, getting done today besides this, but I might as well film it for you guys, keep you in the loop. So I just walked down the driveway a bit. I'm sure you guys remember what it looked like yesterday with the trees right there. Obviously there's still a bunch, like those two got to go, that's got to go, that's got to go, and probably like these 3 right here. This area is nice because it covers us and gives us more privacy. But yeah, we definitely just want to strip like this up each side of green grass, whether we put bushes, like nice landscaping, not these just trees that are just everywhere. We want definitely nice landscaping leading up to the house, landscaping around the house as well. I saw someone ask, Kyle, what about the landscaping? Like, that's like the last thing we're honestly thinking of right now. We're definitely going to get it done, but everything's so messed up right now, we can't be thinking about putting in some nice flowers, bushes, stuff like that. All right, everyone, so you can see Ryan's out there doing the same thing. Pretty big storm just rolled in. Got like really high winds, and it started pouring. Right now, the rain's kind of holding off. It's just kind of like misting, but it was just pouring like in a second. It just drenched everything. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure how much we're gonna get done. I'm gonna try to get as many clips as I can, but today's day will definitely be shorter. All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm getting soaked out here. I have no jacket, nothing, totally unprepared. Like I said, I didn't even know I was filming today. It looks like this is all we're gonna be doing, and now that it's starting to rain, I talked to Ryan. He doesn't know if he's gonna keep doing it because he doesn't want to completely ruin this side of the lawn now with all tracks. So this might be the last clip that we get for today, which is no big deal because it's no big deal. We have a ton of stuff we're doing tomorrow, and I'm even gonna try to jump into the basement, get other things done for this week. So there's a good chance I'll just see you guys tomorrow, because as of right now, this is what we got. All right, everyone, I think that's gonna wrap this episode up. If you guys enjoyed part 17 of the renovation series, slap a like on the video. Also, drop a comment down right now. That helps promote the video to get it to do better. These are all free ways of supporting me, like I mentioned in the beginning. I mentioned it in the last video. I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe start uploading some abandoned stuff again while maintaining this every single Sunday. And I think I'm gonna do a Q&A video about this house too. So if you have any questions about this house, just drop a comment asking me a question. I'll read them all and I'll make a video about it. I also want to get into the details about this house, stuff that I've never mentioned before. Also, if you guys don't follow me already, check out my social media, specifically Instagram. If you guys want to see behind the scenes content of this house that I've never posted on a YouTube video ever, follow me on Instagram. I'm posting on it every single day. You'll see us hanging out here, stuff that we do and I don't put on video because I don't think it's worth it. And I don't want to bore you guys with too long of an ending, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.